Hey Cultivator, welcome back to my channel. Have you ever seen a job posting that says it was posted 120 days ago or even 60 days ago? Now, you might be looking at that and thinking, why should I even bother? They surely should have hired someone by now, right? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down how the recruiting process works so that you can determine when it's worth your time to put your name in for consideration. Now, before I dive into this, I want to share if you happen to be watching this in January 2021, then I have some super exciting news for you. I am hosting my annual free training series where for 7 days I'm going to be walking you through the A to Z of job searching, everything that you need to be doing, and get this, we're actually going to be doing it together. So if you want to end your job search and figure out how you can stand out as the top candidate, make sure that you go to cultivateyourcareer.com/free or use the link in the description box down below and get registered. I can't wait for you to join us because every year I host this, job seekers tell me that they've landed their dream job. All right, now let's dive into this video. So in order to answer this question, it's really important to break down the way that recruiters source and identify candidates to bring into the hiring process. Here's what the life cycle of a vacant position looks like, and you can use this knowledge to your advantage. So first, the company determines that there's a need for the role and a job title, a budget, and a description get approved. Then the company sees if they can identify anybody that can fill this role, whether they're internal or anybody comes in as a referral. By the way, this is how most jobs are snagged before they ever get posted online. And it's why I recommend to all of my clients that they introduce themselves to their dream employers even when a job isn't posted. Now, step 3, if no viable candidates are identified, then the recruiters will source through the various means, including posting the job on their website, as well as job boards, and maybe even reaching out to headhunters. Then they're going to start to screen for the best resumes and referrals that come in so that they can set up the phone interviews. Now, at this stage, if a candidate passes a phone interview, recruiters will typically try to narrow down 3 to 5 top candidates to invite along with them for a second round of interviews, all around the same time. And if the hiring manager decides that there isn't a fit, then they'll typically return back to source more viable candidates. So they're starting to narrow this pipeline down, and further round interviews may be conducted, and maybe an offer is even extended. So at this point, if a candidate accepts the offer, then in the back end, they're going to move them to a new status that says the candidate accepted the offer, and the position will then get closed out and taken down from all of the job boards. So if the candidate rejects the offer, then they're going to go back through the sourcing through which they'll start to sift through all of the applications that they've received. So that's what the typical recruiting process looks like. Now, the short of the story is that when a job is newly posted, it is the most fresh, and within the first few weeks, your chances are that they're screening and looking at resumes to see what's coming in. That being said, if a job is still posted, it means that a candidate has not yet accepted an offer yet, and the position is still vacant. And it's worthwhile using my apply online and follow-up strategy method to get visible. If your background is a fit, this is going to ensure that you secure interviews even if they've already brought other candidates on site. This is so powerful. I want to know in the comments down below if you're following up with your dream employers, even if there isn't a job posted online. Do they know that you exist? This introduction and follow-up technique is seriously one of the best ways to get visible and what allows my clients to get immediate interviews scheduled even when they've been rejected through the online applicant tracking system. So there you have it. That's the life cycle of a recruiting process pipeline. Again, if you are applying online, don't just leave it to chance. Make sure that you're following up, and if you see a job that's still posted, it doesn't hurt to introduce yourselves. Bottom line, you never know what job is coming up now or in the future. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe because I'm going to be releasing this video next week. And until then, I hope you continue to cultivate your life and your career.